Hello, hello. Welcome to our movie club. Today we will discuss a movie, a nice one movie, The Game with Michael Douglas. And it's pretty old, but still very interesting. What is the genre for this movie? Jorgen, what do you think? What is the genre? It's an action movie or something?
It's a bit of action and thriller.
Yeah. Action. Yeah. Or drama, yeah, maybe drama.
Comedy. Some comedy.
No, I would not call that comedy at all.
Some jokes on, yeah, okay. Some jokes.
Okay, so let's start. As always, let's start from the story. Would you like to start, Jorgen? Who is? Just give us a few clues. You know, who is Nicholas and what he's doing?
Nicholas is a banker. He's very rich, and he works with stocks and shares. But it's his birthday, and he can remember when his father leaped off a roof and died when he was young, and now his brother comes to him at a restaurant and gives him a birthday present. It's a card to some entertainment company. So
so Nicholas kind of how we call sorry for this. How we call this kind of banker, yeah, but he's kind of investment banking or something. He play on stock market, I think, buy companies or something like this. And he is kind of bored of his life. He has no family at this moment. He's divorced, as I understand, no children. Yeah, he's bored of his life, and it's his birthday, but no one there to to share the joy with him. So and it's interesting that they don't have I mean English speakers, they don't say like make suicide, they speak commit suicide. So his father committed suicide, and sometimes Nicholas think about this, yeah, and his brother made him a gift. It's gift, I don't know is it correct word or not. Sometimes we call it a certificate. So a certificate, it means someone paid for something and you go somewhere and get it, like a like a paper, not a real money or something.
In English they call voucher.
Voucher, yeah, another word for this, yeah, voucher. So brother gave him a voucher, and he went to a special company whose specialization is Wagyu. Yeah, we don't know exactly what is the specific specialization. It's kind of game company or something like this. Vasants, would you like to continue the story?
Yes, their service is recreation, and they recreate scenarios with your real life and make you as a pawn. So they would not say that fabricate or something. They would make you play that game without knowing. So they started to want to say that they left a clown doll in front of his house at the beginning. That's where the game started, and before that they took few tests from him to know what are his interests and what would he react in certain circumstances, and to guess some passwords or something. So once he found that clown, he brought it inside his home and started examining it, and it has a key, and he took it. But while he was examining the television, a live television program got a glitch, and it started to talk to him directly, and he was surprised, and he tried to conversate with that television character, that newsreader, and he found that this clown has a camera inside his eye. So that's how they are watching him. Then he
okay, let's stop there for a bit. So he went to this company, they tested him, they kind of learned him, yes, so they trying to understand his mindset, how he's reacting, and all these things to predict his reactions, yeah, to make a story with him, I think. So then it was interesting moment in the movie, I guess. They called him and said, "You are not in the game. We refuse to play with you," or something like this. I forgot exact wording, but it was like, you know, game will not happen. Just go away.
His application was rejected.
Rejected.
Rejected. Yeah. It was strange. Yeah, he was kind of surprised. Yeah,
disappointed.
Yeah. So, and then, as Vasant mentioned, something changed in his life. Some mystery. Yeah, some mystery that came. And some clowns, some cameras, some, you know, speaking television set, and all those things. So then it's like adds more and more and more. So, Gerard, can you tell us how they tortured him?
Yes, the game was going on. I think what happened. It's difficult to remember. I think he went. He went to a restaurant. He went to a restaurant. He met this girl.
Yeah,
this blonde girl. She was a waitress, and she threw some drink to his shirt. His shirt got dirty. He went to the toilet. I don't know what more.
Yeah, it's interesting that they always try to play him. They always say him about the game. So this girl told him actually that someone paid me that I did it to you. Yeah. So he was under surveillance. Yeah. They watched him and they always gave him a clue that we're watching you, we are playing with you. Yeah.
Sorry, I have to.
No problem. No problem. It was kind of interesting that they made him nervous, made him like feel uncomfortable, and it was like growing feeling more and more uncomfortable at every next moment. Yeah. Jürgen, would you like to continue?
Yes, I can try. After the restaurant, can you give me a clue? I can't remember exactly what happened. Was the power cut?
I think he went home. He went home, and there is a break-in into the home. Yeah, some vandals. Okay. They made some signs, some writing, graffiti. Some music.
Yeah. Graffiti on the walls, and music was playing, and he found another clown. No,
probably I don't remember exactly. Yeah, but it was all unclear. And then there was a knock, knock, knock. His brother. Yeah, his brother came. Yeah, and it started. Yeah, it started. Brothers. It was very interesting. Actually, brother blamed him that he is with these guys, with all these, you know, I don't know, mystery guys. So it's at that moment it's not clear who played whom. Yeah, and there was a moment of blackmailing. Do you remember of these photos in the hotel? Gerard, do you remember this?
Yes, like they were porn picture, but only I see a woman breast with a bra, so it's not a big deal nowadays. That.
Yeah, but at that time, and you know, there was a TV set with some screaming sound, so probably we just don't know all the picture, but Nicholas watched it, yeah? So he saw that someone was going to blackmail him or something. And then he found the girl somehow. I forgot how, but he found the girl, and they started to like be together, and they dragged him and kidnapped him, and so it's going like very fast. The story going very fast, and every next step it's much more dangerous than previous one. When I watched this for first time, I was surprised. I think that they are going to kill him or something like this.
Yes, it's good. The movie is unexpected. You couldn't foresee the end. I think the end was the best. Usually there are good movies, but the end sucks. But at this time, the end was very good. The movie was good, and the end it also was good.
Yeah, exactly. It was unexpected. Every next line is totally unexpected. You cannot predict it. Yeah, and it's I think it's the best thing in this movie. What else? Can you describe a little bit? So after he was kidnapped, some lines. What do you remember?
Yes, and after that he woke up in a cemetery in Mexico, and he moved. That is just how to say that heart-wrenching part of this movie, because he was helpless, and somehow he managed to reach the U.S. embassy, and I think he sold his watch for a few bucks, and with that money he traveled for some distance, and after that he went to a restaurant and he asked for a ride. That was really how to say that we feel the
change
empathy for him.
The change of character. Yeah, he was a posh investment banker with all this service and all these credit cards, gold credit cards, and now he's saying, "Guys, please, a moment of attention. I have $18. Who can drive me to something California? I forgot.
San Francisco.
Yeah. It was a total change of character, and actually, it's interesting. Yeah, it's he's changing by himself. Yeah, Sergey, hello. Can you speak with us?
How are you? Yeah.
Very nice. So we are discussing the story, and we are at the moment when he's in a restaurant asking for a drive to San Francisco after this Mexican cemetery and all those things. Do you remember this?
Yes, I remember this moment, but it's very fast movement movie, and I forgot some actions with head hero, and I remember some moment when head hero called to the Swiss bank, and yellow, red.
Okay, let's wait. It's not just the next moment. So next moment he went back to San Francisco. He found this lady. What was her name? Jorgen, do you remember the name of the lady? Christine.
Christine, yeah.
Catherine, yeah, Christina, I think. So he found her, and actually he's in her house, and he started to realize that everything is like rented or like was bought on sale, so it's not a real flat. Fridge is empty, there is no water, there is yes, and he realized that she's in the game. She's kind of an actor, and then some new twist, new unpredicted move. She said to him, "Be careful, they can watch us." So she tries to distance from them, yeah. And they are in the car, and she told him, "We stole all your money." Yeah, and at that moment he started to check his Swiss account. How it was, Sergey? How he checked?
He some colors, some devices. I don't know. Yeah, yellow, right, red phone. Okay, then vanadium. I don't know. And, okay, you is correct. Seriously, I saw this very funny for me now. What's the fuck with the yellow? What is it? I didn't understand this movie.
It's a code. It's a password. It's a password.
And no. I didn't understand this moment, because it's very simply for modern society, when we have a lot of security steps and level. And no, I can imitate the voice and the call to Swiss bank and told yellow right and blue. Okay, we received $200 million to other bank account. What's wrong with them? I don't know.
Yeah, Jack, what do you think about it?
I wanted to tell you something. You know, this Tango, Delta, X-ray is a way to say the letters in English, an international way, so you cannot get mistake. So Alpha, Beta, Tango, you know, there are Charlie.
Yeah. How they call it? I call it military alphabet, but probably it's not.
No, but I check.
Yeah, there is a name for this. So it's a way, you know, in Russia, when we have to dictate some password or something, we use names. So I would say Alexander, Vladimir, Gerard or something, and it will be letters in Russian. But in English, they use a special alphabet. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
Then NATO phonetic alphabet. NATO.
NATO. Okay. So it's military. I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a special code. How you?
in Russia we more peaceful in this.
You see the difference. In Russia we use children names for that. Yeah.
Biana, Fyodor, Filimonchik.
Yeah. So, but Sergey, I understand what you are talking about, but I think it was a code just to check your account, not to transfer something, you know. So there must be like a few like access levels, different levels of access. And
maybe I agree with you, but my problem with the movie, it's very fast, and I didn't trust this movie to trust to head hero, because I notice now some dismissing things, and other person have to understand this is a game. He play with actor. What's problem with the how name this hero? I don't know.
You're speaking about this actor whom he found by TV advertisement, right?
Yep. And about TV, about women, it's understandable. This is a game, but it's my opinion.
Well, when I watched it, you know, I sympathize with the main character. If I were in his boots, I probably will do the same. I will be scared. I will be like, KGB is wanting for me or something.
And if you remember the moment when he was driving in the car and he put inside the river, it's a difficult imagine that he could to rescue himself.
But he has a device, you know. He has a device to open the window.
Okay, when imagine you put this car with this device, it's a panic. It's not imagined for me.
Yeah, let's say something, you know, feminism. Let's say something chauvinism. So I would scream like a little girl at this point. Yeah. So okay. So how we call? So we go into a climax, right? Like as the point of the highest tense. Yeah. So and what happened? He's in the office of this game guys. Yeah. Jack, would you describe the last moment, the best one?
Do you mean on the roof of the building?
Yeah, but before the roof, he came to the office. Yeah, and there were a lot of people.
One of the people he knew, but then some guys came after him and shooting everywhere. I think it was quite dangerous because they were shooting, you know, with automatic guns, and some people got killed.
but it was how we call it, false, you know, bullets. Yeah.
But he thought it was real. He went to the roof, escaped to the roof, and then he was with Christine, and he had a gun. He got a revolver, and Christine said, "Oh, okay, this is a game. This revolver, we didn't know about the revolver. Did your gun? We didn't know." So it looked quite convincing. For everybody watching the movie. I guess that it was a game, but this last attempt was unexpected. So everything was foreseen, but this step was expected. And someone came from the elevator, and he shoot to the elevator, and it was his brother Conrad, Sean Penn. He wanted to say, okay, this is a game, okay, congratulations, but with a cake, anniversary cake. And he shoot his brother. He was very distressed, and he jumped. He jumped like his father. All the time in the movie we see this recurrent moment, because his father committed suicide from the roof of his mansion.
Yep.
And all the time is recurrent moment in the movie. He jumped, and he, like his father, and then he fall in a cushion, inflatable cushion.
Mm-hmm.
And all his friends were there. Everything was prepared.
Happy birthday, Nicholas!
Happy birthday! What a surprise!
I like it. This line very much. I like this line very much. When they discussed this event after, this guy, actor, he told him, "I like that you jumped. If you did not, I have to
push you."
Yeah. So there was a plan A, plan B, plan C probably. So it was like an operation, with many people. Yeah. So guys, your favorite lines, share something. Sergey, please.
And I have some notice or questions. And imagine the height of this skyscraper.
Yeah.
And I don't trust to Nicholas that after this jump he will leave. It's impossible because 40 floors and the special constructions of glass and special jump pillow. It's not true, and it's strange for me. I think
this pillows exist. This pillows exist in real life, for exactly for jump.
40, not 40 floors.
Why not?
It's impossible. Why not? Please try. I don't trust, and I think I remember that I watched this movie 10 years ago, and I was impressed with this movie. Now, not, and I noticed some dismissing of scenario, and especially this is a jump from the skyscraper.
Don't spoil it. It was a nice jump. Don't spoil it.
Imagine that he was jumping. He had problem with the wind with the this small pillow.
Maybe we don't know. Maybe there were like 5 pillows. We don't know.
Okay.
They have plan B. What's the problem? Have 5 pillows.
Okay.
For me, the hardest thing to believe is the exact place where he jumped from. The exact place you go, because the roof was big, this terrace, so he could jump to another place, but just the good place.
we have to watch on slides. Maybe there is a fence or something,
Maybe it is the only way. Who could, because maybe there is the fence, a wall, or something like that.
Yeah. I guess so. Because do you remember on this discussion there was like 2 lines, like a aim, and he was exactly to the same. So probably just guys, this game, guys, they have experience. They made like 100 games. So why don't you trust them? Sergey, next time just jump. It will be okay. Okay, we have some questions on our Padlet. Thank you, Vasant, for always being ready. So let's answer them. So first one, what could be the reason for Nicky's father's suicide? Do you remember? There was a dialogue with his housekeeper or something about his father. Jürgen, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember part of the dialogue. He asked if his father was morose, but he wasn't. He was loved by his wife, but he worked too much. He was working too much.
Yeah.
That's what
I think we don't know much about it. So we have only one dialogue about his father, but we know that it made like a strong impression on Nicholas. Yeah. So that's why he maybe that's why he jumped to something. So I think it's all we know. Not a real reason, but some clues, keys. What else? Would you like, if you know the reason, would you like to share?
No, I didn't have any idea. I thought it would be the depression from his work, hectic schedule. And he was working all the day and having all those numbers on his mind, maybe. Because he was not even happy while his son's birthday party. So it's obvious depression.
So another question we have, it's about what Sergey mentioned about this car and underwater car. Let's call it this way. So what if Nicky did not open the car window and drowned? Would not he die? I guess he will die. So Gerard, do you believe this kind of scene, this line with a car?
He had the crank. Yeah. I guess some scuba diving were ready in case Nicholas wasn't able to get out of the car, I guess.
Hard to believe, yeah?
Hard to believe, but I think what surprised me, how much would have cost doing all this game? Fortune.
I think hundreds, thousands of dollars, yeah?
$1 million, maybe.
Do you remember the end of the movie when the brother was signing the document?
We split the bill? Okay, thank you.
Yes, please, thank you, yeah. Yeah, and then Nicholas, who's supposed to be a rich guy, yeah, he looked on the bill and said, wow. So probably it's, probably it's a lot. But I think this game changed his life completely, yeah? So he bought a lot. So yeah, what do you think? If you had the same kind of game exactly, would you change like a character?
I think yes, because I have some experience. But when I sleeping, you have some dreams, and your dreams is very, very stressful. And you, when you wake up, you thought, whoa, it's a dream. Yeah. And after that, you started to understand that your life is very interesting. You have problem, but problem is not difficult. And I'm thinking about this when I watched the last moment in this movie when the Nicholas understands that it's a game. He was shocked and I think that maybe he will change it something.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good way. It's a good way.
Okay. I'm not so rich to buy this game for you, you know. Sorry. Gerard?
So I think this is the proof that money doesn't make happiness, because Nicholas was very happy. I mean, I'm sure he was unhappier than any of us. We don't have as much money, but this guy was unhappy thanks to the game. The game changed his life. So I started to appreciate life, realizing that his behavior was very grumpy with his ex-wife, with people around him. He was clearly unhappy, and the game changed that.
Yeah. What sounds, please?
Do you remember the movie we reviewed with a split personality? I think Fight Club. Yeah. So it has a scene like when one day once he was trying to kill someone, he was pretending to kill with a gun, and he let him go, and he said this would be the rest of the life would be very pleasant for him because he knows how much the life value. So I think that fits with this game really.
Yeah. Sergey?
And if you remember, in the start of the movie, some top manager meets the Nicholas, and Nicholas told them, and I will have the CRS play, a CRS game. Oh yes, I invite you because we had the similar experience. It is more interesting. And I think after that, Nicholas will speak the similar.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So if I ask you guys, would you like to have this game, on you? when without your knowledge, just just happen. Jürgen, would you like to take a part in this game?
Seems to be a little too dangerous to be.
Yeah, actually, what I saw that I would not like, and the reason for that, that I am afraid I would not show like high start. I would scream like a little girl, all the time, and people just they have to do a very soft game for me, like like. Yeah, and I will lose my reputation at all after this game. What scares me? Vasans, would you like to be a main character in this game?
No, definitely not. I would faint if I watch a clown in front of my home like that. I don't know how does a clown means to be funny, right? But I don't know why it scares me. Really, the makeup, the laugh, really scares.
Well, believe me, if I find a clown, some strange one in my house, it will be a big surprise for me, and I will be a bit of scared as well. But Gerard, what about you? Would you like to have a
Not
game?
really. I think I don't need the game. Thank you. Especially the moment when he woke up from the cemetery in Mexico. What without money, without anything? What I would do? I don't know.
Actually, I like it this line. So when he went to policeman on someone else and he's complaining that I'm there without documents, without anything, they watch it. They just don't think about his watches. Yeah, very precious watch. Yeah, yeah, it was a nice moment. Okay, Sergey, what about you? What do you think about this game? Or you have enough with your dreams?
I think that no, because it's very stressful. If I don't understand that it's a game, maybe because I will start imagine this is a game, but I scare that the similar you to lose my reputation because I don't know what I will make. Include this situation. It's very stressful, very difficult.
Yeah, but do you remember the beginning of the movie? So they test you, they learn you, so they try to make game, that you can afford something, then you can afford. So in my case, maybe this game will be much softer. Some little girl will attack me with a knife or something. Sergey, please.
The start this movie is similar as a topic in from book 1984 when this guy's test of your fears. Oh, okay, he afraid the rates and he puts the special rate. It's a very scary for me. I'm imagining and I am fear this situation and the similar situation they. Built a situation who such scare for Nicholas.
Yeah. So they know his soft points. He know how to scare him. He know what can he do. So, for instance, if I'm afraid of snakes, for instance, I would find a snake in my car. I guess. Yeah. Something like this. Okay. Next question. Why did his brother gift him such a dangerous game? I think we have answer for this. Jürgen, what do you think?
Yeah, he was unhappy and he wanted him to be more positive about life.
Yeah, I think also the answer is that looks like his brother already had this game, so he just liked this experience and wanted the best for his brother, for Nicholas. Okay, another question. Isn't that weird to celebrate a birthday party after it passed many days ago? Yeah, nice question. So we know exactly that birthday is finished or before, a week before or something like this. So what do you think? Is it okay to celebrate it after?
Yeah.
For instance, in Russia, we always do that. We always celebrate like birthdays after. For instance, if my birthday on Monday, we will celebrate it next weekend, and maybe over the weekend. So it's something normal for us. Why do you ask it? So for your culture, it's not something normal?
Yes. Delaying it for 1 or 2 days, that's okay. That's reasonable. But after so many days in this movie, this is really, really weird for me.
Okay, I understand. Jürgen, what is your tradition? So you celebrate at the exact day or before or after?
Not before, but it's not so important to be just the special day, but maybe 1 week after it's okay. 2 weeks after.
Yeah. Gerard, please.
I think the point is after the game, after the game finish, it's a new reborn, you know?
Yeah.
Because he changed his life, and it's like you know, when you almost die and you say, okay, I was born again, you know?
Yeah,
something similar here.
I'm sure that they have some sayings in English like that. So I'm born again or something like this. We have this in Russian. You know, if you escape it something really dangerous, you say, I have a second birthday today. Yeah, this exact day. Yeah. There is a saying in English. It's from Bible actually or something. Escape it with a sin of on my teeth. Do you remember it, Jack? Yeah. So it's used when you escape it from some real danger, you know, someone shoot you or something like this. Yeah. So I will write in the chat after. Okay, and guys, we are trying to be more concise. We're trying to have 1 hour class. So let's go to slides. Or if you have a last question, please do. No, okay, let's go to slides. And presenting them. Let's start. Gerard, please, can you start?
You can see Nicholas in his house with his housekeeper in the kitchen. It must be at the beginning of the movie. He's reading a newspaper, drinking coffee. It's quite surprising that there are so few people working in such a big house. It reminds me, you know, the movie Batman. Batman has a butler.
Yeah.
A butler do all the job. An old butler, poor butler. You need at least 10 people to clean the house and to keep everything in order.
Yeah.
The same here.
Yeah. For such a big house, you have a lot of work. Yeah.
At least 10 people.
You have to be rich, yeah, for this. Yeah. Okay, guys, anything that you would like to pay attention at? At the right side, it's kind of weird fridge, I would say. Can you see? Or it's kind of oven or something on the right side. So this table in the middle, Teacher Lee told us that it was an island, yeah, kitchen island, or something like this.
Yeah.
This table. Yeah. Center, yeah. What else? We have a nice view from window, and this big castle from the window. It's for this lady, yeah.
and the small TV, like a 90s, and I had a similar TV.
Yeah, I had like this. You can see a flash bouquet of flowers under the window on the left and the right side. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of work at this house. Yeah, fresh bouquets. Towels. Yep.
Towels hanging on. What do you call rack?
Rack. Yeah. What else? Okay.
It's strange. It's strange that Nicholas came to the kitchen. I think that the kitchen is the territory of housewives, not the owners of these houses.
Yeah, but he is not a so posh guy. You see, he can be informal. He likes his housekeeper, I think. Yeah. What's weird that he's dressed like in tuxedo. Yeah.
Tuxedo. What is tuxedo?
It's a formal suit when you go to your posh golf club.
Yeah,
something like this. Yeah, you know when you go for your Oscar, you wear a tuxedo. Yeah. Jürgen, would you like to describe this one?
Yes, this is when his brother Conrad joined him at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he.
How would you describe his behavior of his brother? Behavior of his brother. How would you describe it?
He's energetic.
Yeah, and he's kind of naughty, right? Yeah, kind of jerk. Yeah, he's smoking in this restaurant and he's scaring people. Strange guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
What can we call the cloth? Tablecloth. Just
tablecloth. Yes, that's correct. White tablecloth, silverware. Yeah. It's what posh restaurants always have. They have white silvercloths or white tablecloths and silverware, made from real silver. Yeah? And small desk lamp. What else? Bottles of champagne on the left, I would guess. Not too much. Curtains on the windows. Yeah.
It's interesting glasses in the left of the table. We have some glasses for water and some glasses for what?
For wine.
Wine.
For wine. Why these glasses is very strange shape?
Because it's better for the wine.
Yeah, they keep like a bouquet or aromat in some fragrance inside. Yeah, so they have kind of like cones. Yeah, paramite. I don't know how to describe it. But you're right. On the left side, Gerard, can you see? We have like a straight glass. He's without cone.
Yeah.
So
he was drinking. Actually, he was drinking cold tea. Do you remember?
Yep.
Cold tea.
Yes. Yeah. No, not alcohol.
Yeah. So
is
glass.
Is it not wine glasses?
Sergey, there is 4 glasses. Yeah. 3 on the left is for wine.
Yeah.
And the left one is for something else. For tea.
He was expecting someone. He was expecting to the dinner to eat something with his brother.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Sergey, would you like?
It is a stereotype picture of my mind when he have to leave the tycoon of a very rich man in the U.S. alone in the very architectural good looking house, and now we saw some lights, and behind the head of Nicholas some models of ship, and furnace, special table for magazines and the legs, and bucket, maybe I don't know how.
Yeah, it's bucket with ice, I think.
Yeah, bucket with ice for champagne, 2 sofas, and the 2 lights like a candle. Yeah. And the picture of Marin.
Yeah, Marin. Yeah, some sea on the picture. Yeah, and how we call this fireplace? Just fireplace. Yeah, in Russian we call it kamin or something. I don't know how it's translated.
Furnace maybe.
Okay, furnace. Okay, some lights. Yeah, he's a posh guy. We can see it. Yeah, he's in a white short. Yeah, drinking old scotch with ice. Yes, it's a living room, and I like this model of the ship. Yeah, on the right with the sails. This white cloth is a sail, right? Okay. Anything else, guys?
Light is dim, I think.
Sorry, once again, please.
The light is
It's
not so light.
It's dimmed. Yeah.
Dim,
okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Vasans, please.
Here is where he was attending the interview kind of thing. So he was prepared for the game, and this guy is taking care of him and explaining him what this game is about, and letting him know that he has to go through some tests to know his ability to be a participant. And there are few monitors in that on the table, the old cathode ray tube monitors, the pen stand, and a table lamp. I'm not sure. A few telephones. And
actually, I like it. This guy very much. I like it. His behavior. He was so like natural. Yeah. And do you remember that they already built the game? So he had some kind of food, yeah, in his hand, and he gave this food to Nicholas for exactly the reason that Nicholas would remember what is this. So and then would have an ability to find him. So it was very interesting. I like this character very much, yeah. But I don't know this actor, his name, and I don't know which movies he played. So probably not a very famous one, I guess. But I'm not sure.
You know, this actor reminded me John Malkovich. Do you know John Malkovich? Quite similar face and the same age this time.
Yeah.
I thought it was him. I thought it was him.
Yeah. And also I like it how this guy danced on the last party, on the birthday party. So, yeah, very funny. Okay, next one. Gerard, please describe it.
We can see the clown. Nicholas found the clown in the front of his door of the mansion, and in this moment he suspected that the camera was inside the clown, and I think also he found the key inside the mouth of the clown.
Yeah.
CRS key.
Yeah, but I forgot these keys for what?
For the elevator. The elevator. Do you remember the elevator?
Yeah. We did not cover the story, but now I remember. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Well, not too much on this picture, I think. Yeah, only clown. Okay, another one. Jürgen, do you remember this line? This moment?
Yes, he is waiting at the airport, and this man stares at him, and he asks him, "Have you problem?"
Do you have any problem?
Yeah, and he just point at his shirt, and he has a ink stain of ink.
Yeah, but do you remember this pen? It was not his pen. His pen.
It's from CRS.
Yeah, exactly. And another line, guys. I don't know. Do you remember or not? At the end of the movie, when his brother signed the bill, the guy from the game said him, "Keep the pen, please." So probably another game already started. It's funny, yeah. Okay, Sergey, please describe this one. What is the line? What is on the picture?
There is office and with glass walls and some lights, some PC and the table and two armchair and one planchette and behind and the two small pandas with the balls. Maybe it was celebrate something. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. I would like to correct you. I would not say pandas with balls. I would say pandas with balloons, because balls can have another
balloons.
With balloons.
Yeah, you know, in English they can say with balls means then you have a gut, you know, strong character.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. maybe those plants with balls, I don't know.
It's not so, I would say, you know, don't show your machismo, please. Just say with balloons. Okay, but do you remember this line about his, I don't know, suitcase and all these things? What was wrong with his suitcase?
he lost the key from this case, and he didn't fire some top manager from his company.
Yeah, Gerard, please.
Do you remember Nick wanted to terminate this company, and he had a plan prepared for the boss of this company, a severance, you know, because so he would accept the agreement, but he couldn't make the job. So he did the journey for nothing, you know. He took the plane and everything for nothing.
Yeah. Just to say a few words, yeah.
You are lucky, and Nicola said, "Okay, you are lucky."
Yeah. And Jürgen, Jürgen wrote a sentence in our chat, and I think it's a very good adjective there. Yeah, he could not open it, and he was furious. Yeah, he was furious. Yeah, furious. I think it's a nice adjective for this. Yeah. So on this glass wall, I can read Little Bear Books, publishing company.
Yeah, book for children. Books for children.
So from this line, I think for this scene, we should learn that Nicholas kind of a bad guy. You know, he's a capitalist guy. He's don't care about anything about joy of the children, just money, Okay, what else? Please, it's for you.
And after his bad attempt with his client, he went to the restaurant and was ordering waiting for him, I think, to settle the claim, but he didn't show up. And when he about to leave the restaurant, he bumped into this waiter who's also the actor of the game, and he spilled the wine on his shirt and asked for apology, and he was still upset with that incident, and she started to cuss him, and she was fired by the manager.
Yeah, I would say that she was a bait for him. Yeah, like in fishing, you know, she was a pretty attractive woman, I would say, and she interacted with him, so he was like a bait for him. Okay, I think it's enough for for slides for today. But I have a small last question for you guys. Do you remember the last line when she asked him, "Would you like to have a coffee in airport with me?" What do you think? What he answered?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
So he changed. Yeah, we can see that. I would not. I don't know what is the moral of this question. What do you think? Does it mean that he changed to the better guy or something else?
I think so.
Yeah,
it's positive. Happy end.
Yeah. So I forgot exactly who suggested this movie. Probably Vasans. Yeah. But it was it. Yeah. Thank you for this movie. I watched it a long time ago, but I forgot. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you guys for this. Vasans, please. Would you like to say something?
Yes. At the end of the movie, it's two birds in one stone, right? If he accepts, then if it's a real invitation, then he would have a good friendship. And if it's wrong, if it's a new game, then he will enjoy it again.
Yeah. Do you think he will be scared of the new game for the rest of his life? You know, he will check everything. Who are you? Where are you from? Show me your passport, please. It's interesting. Okay. Thank you guys very much for this class. It was a nice time. Thank you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. See you next week.
Bye.